What's up, everybody? It's your boy Baybar to Go Bar, coming at you with another Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest video. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I put one out. Been pretty busy. The falls are always busy. Got two young kids at home. We got football season, and I've had to work, which is annoying. I guess it pays the bills though. All right, so we're gonna show you. I did happen to get some of the best cards in the new set, basically targeting some of the elite or masterpiece cards. And I showed you Plague Winds and Blue Sun Zenith. I'm not sure I've showed you Blue Sun Zenith. I'll show you that deck too in a different video. But let me show you the Angels deck that I came up with. I recently crafted Lyra Dawnbringer, which is a really strong card. While this creature is on the battlefield, other angels you control get +1/+1 lifelink and first strike. She has flying lifelink and first strike herself, so really good card. This is one of the ones for sale. Happy to have her. Resplendent Angel, it has the new leader mechanic, and basically that means that whenever a angel token comes into the battlefield, you reinforce Resplendent Angel. And also, if you gain 5 or more life, you reinforce her, so synergizes really well with other life gains. Specifically, when Lyra actually gives her life gain, then she reinforces herself every time she attacks, as well as Lyra reinforces her every time Lyra attacks. So, a really strong card. And if Lyra's not on the board, well, even if she is, if you get activate 2 white, then she gets +2/+2 in lifelink until end of turn, and that'll cause her to reinforce herself if she doesn't already have lifelink by other means. The third angel in our series is Shy Voice of Plenty. I have to say this card is really strong, but I rarely use it because, I don't know, it's just like this deck is so aggro. This is one of those decks that once it gets going, I mean, you can have, 300-400 power angels out in like no time. It's actually really good for, win in 10 or less, or probably even 5 or less turn type of decks. It's the one I used on Time Stream Navigator, and I failed one time, and that was pretty unlucky. I had Luminarch's Ascension down, and I just basically could never match one of the gems. I had it down on turn 1 and could never match a gem by turn 4. But so anyway, she's really cool because she gives other angels, actually other creatures, hexproof. But so she can keep your Resplendent Angel and your Lyra alive. But it's such an aggro deck, I'm not even sure I need the third creature. I might be better off with something else in that slot. And then Decree of Justice is one of those masterpiece cards I've been talking about. Create X angel tokens, where X is the stored mana divided by 2 rounded up. Basically what it is if you have 15 or more mana, it creates a 20/20 angel token. It'll be 5 4 angel tokens. You can do less than that, and sometimes you will if it gets you the win. But very, very, basically you get if it's not an angels deck, it's pretty good anyway. It's basically 16 mana for a 20/20, which is pure vanilla 20/20, but that's still a 20/20 for 16 is pretty strong. And then the fact that it kind of synergizes with the other angels is what makes it excellent in this deck. I have discarded it before when someone forced me to, and I created a couple of soldier tokens, which you hope doesn't happen. We're running Isolate in this deck. This is just as mainly a support removal. Again, this is a very aggro deck, so we hope we don't even have to use it. But this card has been surprisingly good. It is, sometimes you need actual support removal, and you get this, and you're like, ugh, because you can't target. It's not great for stuff like, Eleda or something where like they have recurring creatures keep popping in and out. But for some things, it works pretty well. Let's see here. So Vivian's Invocation has been a staple in my decks. Some people are calling for a nerf. I just think it's actually a really good card. Where you basically pick one of the next 3 creatures and move it to the battlefield. That'd be good on its own, but then it actually acts as a removal because it deals X damage to your opponent's first creature, where X is its power. So our creatures aren't that big. We might have a hard time killing stuff with it, but it's still solid to get our Lyra out, or our Resplendent Angel, or whoever we need at the time. Thunderherd Migration is our converter of choice. The deck, its only problem is getting going. Once it gets going, and it doesn't always have that problem, but once it gets going, it's just ridiculous in Hultai 2. And then Luminarch's Ascension is the other masterpiece. This one I lucked into. I basically grabbed everything from the pack to get the Plague Wind, Blue Sun Zenith, and the, what is this one called? The Decree of Justice. This one I just was like, oh, I'll just randomly pull one, and only had like one of the mythics in the pack, and ended up getting Luminarch's Ascension. This is one a lot of people are calling for a nerf. At the end of your opponent's turn, if you didn't lose life, the support gains 2 shields, and then activate 3 white, create X angel tokens, where X is equal to this support's shield divided by 2, rounded up. So yeah, basically it starts with 4 shields. So if on the second turn, if your opponent didn't attack you, it goes up to 6 shields, and then you activate any one of the 3 white gems, and next thing you know, you're getting a 3/4/4 angel tokens out. If you activate 2 of the gems, you're getting 6 of them out, and that'll continue to grow. So it's a very, very powerful card. Again, all these tokens and reinforcements work really well in the Planeswalker Holtai 2, which is what we're running. On Sarah's Wings, another question mark I have in this deck. It seems very synergistic, but I don't know. Really all it does is give vigilance, so that you can block. But I'm not sure this deck needs it. You can just swing through because your creatures will grow faster than theirs. This might even be better with just like Nissa's Pilgrimage or something to do more conversions. And then Rupture Spire works really well with Luminarch's Ascension, because it will pop all 3 of the activate gems anytime you cast one of these. And it's a pretty good little converter too. 3 gems to your Planeswalker's color every turn. I find that this is actually maybe one of the better cards in the set. It has a lot of good, I don't know, it tends to create a bunch of matches, and like using it even on Koth, for instance, it seems stupid to kill all your red gems, and then but the fact that it creates 3 new red gems every time, and often leads to some cascades into some loyalty and some other stuff that can open up his first ability quickly. It's a very good card. So let's go ahead and find a game. We're playing in normal training grounds instead of standard, even though this is clearly a standard legal deck. And depending on how fast this goes, I might shoot more than one video. I'd really like to see both, the Resplendent Angel and Luminarch's Ascension to really get the flavor of what this deck can actually do. There's another one I want to shoot as well that's a squee deck that, we'll see. Okay, double Decree of Justice. I think here I'm just going to go straight into Rupture Spire. Hopefully. I'm probably missing something, but I don't see anything amazing, so I'll hope that white one drops down. That'll do it. See, I didn't get any cascades. It seems like every time the opponent casts that card, they cascade for the foreseeable future, but that's a pretty lumpy little hand I have. This will be a nice match 5, though. Let's see what the power of 2020 vanillas can do. I think I'm going to just power up the next one. So yeah, okay, and so since I have 4 on board, let me show you what this does, in case you forget. Whenever you match 3 or more white or green gems, gain X loyalty, where X is 3 plus the number of creatures and creature reinforcements you control. So basically, we have a 5 stack of angels there. So every time we match a green or white gem, we're going to get a pretty large dose of loyalty. So let's maybe because I have that, I'll drop this if it fills up. Okay, so this has 9 mana, so this will actually do just as much as if it had 10 mana. It'll give me a 5 stack here. So it's actually better to cast on 15, but it will automatically cast if you get to 20. Alright. Now you start to see some of the raw power because her ult is available. Draw 2 cards for each creature you control, then gain 8 mana for each creature you control. Okay, let's go ahead and go into our Luminarch's Ascension, if the game even lasts that long, which I suspect it won't. Oh yeah, there's a white match. Let's go ahead and take the white match for sure. So So you saw I had a really lumpy draw, and yet, what are we on? This is the beginning of turn 4 right here, and I've already hit him for 60. And I've almost got lethal on the board. Speaking of which, the question is what to do here. I don't think I need that. I'm trying to figure out if I can kill him this turn, but I don't think I can. Let's just... yeah, I probably should have dumped everything and gotten my decree up. Let's see if I can somehow manage to cascade into Thunderherd Migration, which will get me there. I feel like I'm missing something here, but I'm just going to play fast and probably play another game. See if I get lucky. I did not. So you can see he's not attacking, so my shield went from 4 to 6 on Luminarch's Ascension. And let's see if I can manage to get one of these to pop. But you see how much loyalty I'm gaining now? It's just ridiculous. In fact, it's actually can be kind of annoying sometimes. You're like, all right, just let me finish this thing. But this is turn 5, as you can see. And if we pop those two, we will get another 6 angels. Go ahead and drop a Lyra. Oh, I hope that's not Resplendent. I didn't look. Okay, Shy Lie. So now my big 2 bosses have hex proof, and we'll put the hammer down. So let me check how long is this video so far. Here. I'll go ahead and shoot another one. But you see the speed of this deck. It's pretty ridiculous. It's the one now I'm using for like a lot of the, especially standard training grounds. The only problem with it is if you run into a lot of removal early and before you get like Shine Eye down and stuff, it can be annoying because it's like all you want is like a stack down so that you can use the first and then get enough loyalty to cast her third. But you can't really, her third doesn't do anything without creatures down. Her first doesn't really do much without creatures down. So you keep running into the problem. A lot of people call her like equivalent to Sorin because none of her abilities interact unless you have creatures on the ground. I will say she's nothing like Sorin. She's far, far better than that. Sorin both has 82 hit points, which is a big burden. And he doesn't really even have recover. Like if I get a creature to stick, I have a lot of recover ability with H2. His is just like kind of win more. He can't draw anything with his skills, even with creatures on the board. He can't gain mana. So I disagree with that assessment, but we probably want Resplendent Angel in the first slot just in case we get Sarah's wings up, meaning we want the big fatty to be blocking. There's a lot of red scares on the left side of the board, so I'm going to come over here on the right side of the board. There's a Luminarch's Ascension. That's a solid card. I've heard good things. Yeah, I think I'm more aggro than Koth even, so I think I just... Actually, let's leave the green on the board and take his red. And get that loyalty up top as well. See if Thunderherd can do anything. Perfect. We have our Luminarch and our Resplendent Angel out, even though he took my white matches. What a jerk. I have my first loyalty up, which is good. Again, hopefully get... Well, I'm going to hit this red when I drop down, so it's very unlikely I'm going to cascade into anything. Oh, wait. The right play is over here on the blue gem. Moving into these. Unfortunately, he attacked with his lightning runner, so I didn't get any bonus shield, so I'm only going to get an 8/8 every time I match one of these these gems. And you feel freaking terrible for me, don't you? I think I'm going to go ahead and get Lyra down first. And give her the permanent, or not really permanent, but as long as she's on the board, the lifelink. I guess I just hit her twice with her thing and only got confused what just happened there. No, sorry, I did get... Yeah, I only got 2 angel stacks, didn't I? I thought I hit 2 activate gems. That was weird. Maybe I'm delusional. I'm sure I'm delusional. So obviously I can... Okay, so I could get 2 more stacks, or I could... I think that's obviously the right choice. What is this? That's her. I like matching the green because it would get me enough loyalty, but I think the smart thing to do is take this and just buff the snot out of him up. So again, deck sense, it is just gross. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It gets huge in a hurry, and it really takes care of business. I don't know anything that can actually grow creatures faster than this. I mean, I guess you can have something like I do still have that down. Good. All right. Like where you get on like a loop deck with hydras or something like that, but those decks are boring and they take forever, like real time. You can win on like early turns, but you know, they like take a lot of actual time. So, you know what I mean? You might win on turn 3, but it might take you 20 minutes to do it. This deck is not, gets through them in a hurry. So he will block this, which is fine. Again, I could heal through anything at this point, assuming he doesn't remove my Resplendent Angel. And even if he does, I'm not too concerned, to be honest with you, because I still have my Luminarch down, and I can just grow it, you know, continue to grow it if he does come up with a removal package here. That's my Resplendent Angel. You jerk. Nice try. Let's see what we get here. All right. Well, let's put the hammer down. What do you say? I guess let's go ahead and... I guess I'll use a Resplendent to take out his stupid lightning runner, because that guy is painful. Don't really need to do any of this, though, do I? Just need to win the game. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Let me know what ideas you have, what questions you have, anything you'd like to see. I think I'm kind of done collecting M19. I'd love to have Gin of Wishes and a few other ones, but the reality is, like, I don't know. I don't think it's worth chasing them, so I'm pretty much just hoarding for Ravnica at this point and hope that that set has a bunch of bombs. Alright, over and out. Thanks for watching. Sign up for my channel. See ya.